So guys, I think you've all had time to read through it. Let's look at that very first problem. I'm going to let you guys do the other two. So guys, what this process does is it makes this 3-term into a 4-term. Because 4 terms are easy to group. They're just grouping. And at this point, especially when we learn some more stuff, you'll be like, oh yeah, grouping is easy relative to this other shit. So I want to try to break this 10x up into 2 pieces. But only, now if I just make anything like 9x and 1x, the grouping ain't never going to work. The only way to break that 10 up correctly from what you saw in the first 3 is 3 times 8, 24. You got to have the same product. So before, if that 3 wasn't there, we just find factors of 8. That had to be 10. There are none, so we screwed. When there's something there that's not 1, it has to be taken into account. So 3 times 8 is 24. What factors of 24 add to be 10? 6 and 4. So those are the coefficients that you use to break 10 up. Doesn't matter what order you put them in, because you could have said 4 and 6, and I would have put 4 and 6. Doesn't matter. When you group, it's going to work. That's why it's called surefire. If it's factorable, surefire is going to work. So how do I group this? What comes out?
3x. X plus 2. And 4. X plus 2.
So there's 3x plus 4, x plus 2. Woo-hoo. I like it. So again, what we saw in the first 3 times 8 is the same as 6 times 4. So how do I use that knowledge? Well, I know 3 and 8. And I know the middle term has to use the factors of that to add to be it. So that's how I kind of work it. I see the same way we developed x squared plus bx plus c, where the first number's a 1. This is a little more complicated. Sometimes it's called the AC method, because this is what it looks like in general. And what do you start off with? You start off with A times C. Yes, sir?
So it was 3x plus 4 and then x plus
2. Sorry.
2.
Because that's what's common to both. So that's the GCF right there. So you guys try the other 2 that are down there.
I have a question.
Yes.
So